How much movement is too much on your concealed carry belt? Talk about that in just a minute, but first let me remind you we got a gun giveaway going on. It's happening right now, and I want to let you know you can enter absolutely free, but it ends really soon. All you have to do is click the link in the description down below to learn which brand new gun you can win. Got a question right here on the old computation machine. How much upward movement should there be in my belt when I draw? Is a little bit of deflection okay, or does it mean I should tighten my belt or loosen my holster's retention? I'm using an inside the waistband holster and a stiff ratcheting belt. Okay, so understand that your belt and holster combination is the platform from which you are going to be doing your work. That's where you draw your gun. You want to have a solid platform holding that gun in place so it is where you want it to be when you reach for the gun. Now, how much up and down movement you have on your belt, I would suggest a ½ inch or less of movement, because if your retention is tight, as this person talks about having retention tighter on his holster, if your retention is tight and your belt has a lot of movement, that means the whole gun and holster is going to come up higher, and it's going to be more difficult to get out of your holster and get the gun up and on target. So you want to limit the movement of your belt. This is supposed to be a firm platform that keeps that gun in place. So either tighten up your belt, well, I was going to say either tighten up your belt or reduce the retention on your holster, but I'd rather not have you do that. So tighten up your belt, make sure you have a belt that is stiff and firm enough to hold everything in place. You don't want to make it too uncomfortable. It'll never be perfectly comfortable. You don't want the holster moving up too high as you reach for your gun and try to draw it. It should be firm, should be sitting in place, and you should be able to yank your gun straight up and out with limited movement. Anything more than a ½ inch, I think is too much. Want to know when it's legal to draw your gun? Click the video right next to me to reveal a detailed explanation from a former police officer and competitive shooter.
Let me give you a definition of lethal force. Lethal force is any force that would cause death or great bodily harm.